Welcome to another episode of Digital Champions TV. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today I've got Christine Goos, Head of Marketing and Growth at The Shelf, a fully remote company based in the US. Christine, thank you so much for being here today. It's such a pleasure.
Oh, it's great being here. And as always, I'm ready to talk all things influencer marketing and social media.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about The Shelf and how did it all come together?
Of course, yes. So I'm actually pretty new to my role. I've been here for around 6 weeks or so, but I've been in the social media and advertising and agency space for over 13 years. Now, The Shelf is not a new company. So the influencer marketing agency was actually founded back in 2012, and it's kind of been that best kept secret in influencer marketing. And this year, we've really started branching out. We've grown a lot. We're a team of over 80 people all across the US, and we work with some really, really great brands like Famous Footwear, Sam's Club, Raw Organic. We've worked with Nestle, Honest Company, Hershey's. So, really starting to see a lot of traction among the sort of mid to enterprise size brands. And what really makes us unique is that we're really looking at influencer much more holistically than what you would think, just it's evolved past the idea of having influencers be your sort of top of funnel awareness strategy, whereas today influencers are actually integrated into every single step of the shopping journey. So that's really unique in the work that we do.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, and you've got a really unique perspective when it comes to a holistic campaign, right? So, what changes have you seen in this specifically around that that is really getting you most excited for where the industry is going?
I think influencer marketing is finally getting that seat at the table, right? Whenever there's digital transformation, if we see what happened with e-commerce, for example, when it was first introduced, or even the advent of social media and marketing, we're finally getting to that point where we're connecting the dots between influencer content and then brand performance beyond just things like earned media value, but actually talking about how can we leverage influencers to drive revenue, to drive sales, to connect those dots across the customer journey. And what I mean by that is that influencer content today can live in so many more touch points than just the influencers channel or the brand channel. You can integrate that content into the e-com experience, into landing pages on your site, email marketing, SMS. So it really is branching out from sort of being this top of funnel play or media buy, and truly more of a creative play where you're telling your story with the words of influencers. And it's so important because, again, brands today are not always welcome in social spaces. People like to follow people, and creators truly are that avenue for brands to be able to tap into niche communities online.
Fantastic insights. Yeah, and one thing I always like to ask anybody who comes on, for anybody who's looking to dive into the marketing industry, what is your one piece of advice that you would give them before they ever take those
Mhm.
steps?
I would say it's a two-parter. First, everything is figure outable. Again, as a marketer, I've pivoted many times in my career. I started as a creative copywriter, then I went into content marketing, then into integrated marketing. And along the way, I've had to acquire a lot of areas of expertise that I had initially no business working in. Like, for example, understanding sales and sales cycles. Like, those were the things when I first pivoted into in-house marketing roles, some like I want to say around 2015, 2016. Those were some of the things that were net new to me. And so I think for anybody starting out, it really is that balance between left brain, right brain. So you have to understand the metrics, analytics, what's moving the business, but then also how do you creatively tie the story together into the impact that you're trying to drive.
As always, fantastic insights, Christine. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. The pleasure was all mine.
Now, to learn more about The Shelf and Christine Goose, visit digitalchampionstv.com.